All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to the Heedy pregame show. I'm James Gonzalez, of course, on the Heedy Network, and a pleasant Monday to you wherever you may be. Welcome to the pregame. I mentioned the Angels taking on the Astros, and I know we're all trying to forget about yesterday and um, whatever that was. That was awful. Me and Todd were there, and all series long we were there, and it was very disturbing. Let's just say the last two games. I mean, when you think about it, there was position players pitching for the Angels, just something you never really want to see, and that was really bad. But yeah, so they lost to Texas, 16-8. It definitely felt like a softball game. You know, definitely felt like a softball game where everything was being hit and hit hard. It was very bad. So that's what it was. Yesterday, the Rangers again won 16-8. Jose Suarez got the loss. He went only 2 and 2/3 innings. Uh, he gave up 7 runs, 6 hits. It felt like more, honestly. 3 walks, 2 home runs. He did strike out three before leaving the game, and he had some discomfort in his left shoulder. And later on, I'll figure out, or excuse me, I'll tell you um, where he'll be in the future. Let's just say in the future for the time being. But for Jose Suarez, yeah, he had to leave early. Chase Silseth had to come in, do some mop up duty, and he pitched a couple of innings. He did give up 6 runs. Then Davinsky came in. He also gave up 3 runs. And then later on in the ninth inning, excuse me, Jake Lamb came in to throw some pitches. So it's funny how it went yesterday for the Angels. So they lose 2 out of 3 to Houston. Rendon did homer, his first of the season, to tie the game at 3. He did also have 4 RBIs. Renfroe also homered in the eighth, but he left 6 runners on, so the bases loaded not once but twice, and that was really disturbing to see because Texas scored at will. Duran, I think the Angels made him look like a all-star. Smith, the left fielder that rarely plays, and then Garcia, who's back to his old form, was awesome. Tavares had 4 RBIs, Garcia with 3, so Garcia was doing awesome. Sabores got the win. He made up for his game losing wild pitch on Friday night. And come to find out, that was the only thing joyous about the Angels series there against Houston. So some news and some transactions going on, and there was a lot today. So the Angels selected the contract of Cesar Valdez. He is 38 years old. He did pitch last season in Baltimore, or the last two, I should say, in Baltimore. He did come up first with the Diamondbacks in 2010, and he has a 5-6 career record with in the MLB. But he's a lifetime minor leaguer, to be honest. So with that, Jose Suarez was placed on the 15-day injured list with the left shoulder strain. And then the Angels unfortunately transferred the lefty Jose Quijada to the 60-day IL, pretty much guaranteeing he'll miss the season, of course. He'll need the Tommy John surgery. And there is somebody as well on the taxi squad as a catcher. There is Sam Blum mentioned it. Let me find it right here. Let's see. We are going with Chris Okey. Okey. He is a catcher. He's been in Salt Lake City. He was hitting 125 down there in Salt Lake City, or I guess up in Utah. But he has a locker in the clubhouse, according to Sam Blum. And then some other news coming out: the Anaheim Ducks, for you hockey fans out there, um, got the second overall pick in the draft lottery. So they will not be going after Connor Bernard, I think his name was. He'll be going with whoever won the first pick there. So that's all the news and transactions. So let's get to today. The Angels, excuse me, facing the Astros again, the first game of 3-game series. The Astros come in at 17-17. They're starting to make their way up. The Angels at 19-16. And both are trailing the Rangers, of course, in first, who took care of business the last 2 nights in Anaheim. So, of course, the Angels starting pitcher, the left-hander Patrick Sandoval, he's 3-1 with a 2.93 ERA, 30 innings and two-thirds pitched, 10 earned runs, 24 hits, 24 walks, 15 walks, 24 strikeouts, and this will be his 7th start. His last start went well in St. Louis on the 2nd of May in St. Louis against the Cardinals. He won that game. Excuse me. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. His 93 miles per hour fastball, 83 miles per hour changeup, 77 miles per hour curveball, and then 87 miles per hour slider. For the Houston Astros, it'll be Hunter Brown. He's 24 years old. He was born in Detroit, Michigan. He went to Wayne State. Don't know where that is, but he was drafted by Houston in 2019 in the 5th round, and he made his debut on September 5th of 2022. This season, he's 3-1 with a 2.60 ERA, 34 and 2/3 innings pitched, 26 hits, 36 strikeouts, 10 earned runs, 15 walks, and this will be his 7th start as well. He also started on 5-2, that's May 2nd, against San Francisco. He got the loss. He went 4 and 1/3. He gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So he had a mixed bag of numbers, against San Francisco. 96 miles per hour fastball, so you can get it up there. His slider's really good at 92 miles per hour, the changeup 89, and then 83 miles per hour curveball. So he has velocity for sure on his pitches. Before I get to the lineups, let's tell you about 714 tickets. Great use of service. I used it for Saturday's game, and it was some good savings I had when I put in that code HITI, HITI, for 10% off. That was really good to see. I liked using it. I'm going to use it again. And remember, there's no hidden fees or surprises at checkout. The price you see is the price you're going to pay. If you're looking for Game 4 tickets of the Lakers and the Warriors coming up tomorrow, it's right there. I'm sorry, that's tonight. I am so sorry. That's tonight. Also, if you're looking for concert tickets, music tickets, concert tickets, unsettles tickets, it's all right there at 714 tickets. Not only in the region here in Southern California, but everywhere. They have tickets for everywhere. Just look them up. And then, of course, in your purchase, you'll be not only having that 10% off, but then you'll be in the drawing for that free Halos jersey. Halos jersey, courtesy of Halos in the Infield and 714 tickets. And then you'll get $5 cash back on your purchase. So it's all a win. And then also, please check out all the HITI podcasts on YouTube and search HITI on wherever you find your podcast mediums. And then check out all the Halos in the Infield social networking on Twitter, Instagram, here on YouTube right now, and then on Facebook. There was a new podcast out there, I believe Catella Chronicles and Fernando did that one, recapping the series that was Texas versus the Angels. So let's get to the lineups. Let's see. Who's leading off for the Houston Astros? Who's this? Marcio Dubon. He is going to be the second baseman. Altuve, I don't know when he'll be back, but he'll be back soon. Alec Bregman will be the DH tonight, batting second. Batting third is Jordan Alvarez in left field. Batting fourth is Jose Abreu. You remember him from the Chicago, Chicago White Sox. He'll be the first baseman. Batting fifth is Cal Tucker, the right fielder, who, yeah, it's amazing too with Jose Abreu. He has yet to homer this season, so that's odd. Uh, Jeremy Pena, the shortstop, will bat number six. He's tied with home runs with Tucker for second on the team. Alvarez has seven, and he's driven in the most RBIs with 31. Batting seventh is Chas McCormick out in center field. Batting eighth is Yinder Diaz. He is a catcher. And then batting ninth is David Hensley, the third baseman. So again, Bregman gained the day off field wise, but he is the DH. For the Angels, leading off is Taylor Ward in left field. Batting second is Mike Trout, the center fielder. Batting third is Shohei Ohtani, the DH. Batting fourth is Anthony Rendon, who finally homered yesterday. He's the third baseman. Batting fifth is Hunter Renfroe in right field. Batting sixth is Brandon Drury. He is the second baseman. And then batting seventh is Matt Thaiss, the catcher. Batting eighth is Gio Urshela, the first baseman. And then batting ninth is Zach Neto, the shortstop for today. I guess we'll do some scores around the league. And I've noticed the bullpen availability is a thing on MLB.com. When you look up the lineups, I think it is here. No, just on before you get to the preview and all the tickets and everything. So I guess we'll share that with you. Just a little thing, because I remember Todd was saying, why these guys aren't being used in the bullpen often. Well, it looks like Matt Moore is available the most, the left-hander, and then Estevez if they get to him, and then Tepera and Wantz and Barria. Silseth and Davinsky, of course, was used the most yesterday. So that's the bullpen availability for those who will see that. There's already one final today in the MLB. The Pirates shut out the Rockies 2-0. And then games going on right now. The Tigers lead the Guardians in Cleveland 6-2. That's in the bottom of the eighth. The Rays lead the Orioles in what should be a fun series 2-0. Bottom of the seventh. The Orioles are threatening there. The Yankees lead the Oakland A's 5-2 in the Bronx in the bottom of the sixth. The Cardinals lead the Cubs 1-0 in Chicago, bottom of the fourth. That's at Wrigley, of course. The White Sox lead the Royals in Kansas City 3-1 in the bottom of the fourth. The Dodgers and the Brewers starting a 3-game series after LA took 2 out of 3 in San Diego. Top of the fifth, no score, LA in Milwaukee. Later on at 6:40, you got the Rangers and the Mariners in Seattle. That's a big series. Also at 6:40, Marlins at Arizona. 6:45, you have the Nationals and the Giants. Small schedule today. Of course, in the major leagues, everybody else is flying to their destination and starting their series tomorrow. So that's why there's a short schedule there. I did see the Orioles potentially leaking out their City Connect. It reminds me of the Great Britain uniforms. And they just look awful, to be honest with you. So check that out when you can. Keys to the game, man. If Sandoval can limit the walks, keep the ball down. Alvarez, their whole lineup, when you think about it, especially in the middle, they're very talented. So it's going to be very difficult to bring them down. My guess is that the Astros take 2 out of 3, but hopefully not sweep. That would be nice for once. Houston and Angels in this series. Night games at 6:38 here in the 8th and the 9th. And then on the 10th is a weekday special game at 1:07 will be that start time. Tomorrow, Tani will start, and also there's the bag giveaway. The cooler bag giveaway is also for there. And then the Angels have Thursday off, and then they have 3 in Cleveland and 4 in Baltimore before they come back home and face Minnesota. That's country weekend, and 3 with Boston during the week, and then 3 with Miami. And then to close out the month, 3 in the south side of Chicago against the White Sox. So if there's no comments here, and I know this was last second, I finally got on YouTube here with my pregame, excuse me. Todd Fox will have the postgame show, of course, and hopefully it's talking about a win, but who knows, against this powerful lineup that is the Astros lineup. They will hit you to death, and that is most certainly true. But we'll see what happens. Again, Sandoval going for the Angels, the lefty. They're at the big A. Hunter Brown, the righty, going for Houston. So that should be fun for those of you going out there. But tag us in Halos in the Infield, among other places, and we will catch you hopefully tomorrow for the pregame show here with James. Everyone, take care and go Halos. Oops, let me get out of here. Okay.